What I had to come to realize is that I can't feel sorry for people no more because most people out here, they want to come to you with a sob story. They want to come to you telling you how miserable their life is, how bad that they have it. Meanwhile, these people are living better than you. These people got more devices than you, the latest devices, the newest iPhones, PlayStation 5s, anything you can name. New pairs of shoes. They have all of this stuff. Cars, even houses. And yet they still have a certain mentality about themselves to where they just take it all for granted. And they still find a way to be miserable. You can give these people everything in the world and they'll, just by the way their mentality is, they'll find a way to still be miserable about it. So you can't feel bad for these people. This is why I just cut everything out. I have no more time for it. And I just don't take people serious. I even witnessed it myself. I witnessed people who have way more than me still ask me for things, still look at me as if I'm quote unquote special. I never claimed to be special. I don't even be having nothing compared to these people, but they're looking from the outside looking in. So they're looking at what I'm doing. I don't know if they see my trajectory of where I'm trajected to go. But that's just how they treat me. Like, I'm nothing more special than anybody out here. I just do what I know I gotta do. But it's just crazy how this stuff works. Like, these people have the advantage over you, and yet they want you to feel bad. They want you to reach back and help them. It's like, how are people expecting me to help them when they have more than me? You have all of this stuff. Like, I seen it with my own eyes. But it's like, the way that they view me is like, oh, you got all of this. You got... It's like, bro, I don't have nowhere near the amount that you have in anything. I'm doing all of this literally from the trenches with nothing. And yet you're looking at me as if I'm your savior or something. Like, you had the advantage. These people had the advantage. Some of us had the disadvantage. Like, we was never the fan favorites. We was never the type of people that everybody just liked. We was never the people that just fit in with a group of people. This is why we're able to maintain with this type of lifestyle. We're able to maintain with it. We're able to be alone to ourselves and put in the work and not have to rely on all this outside stimuli from just people or none of this external stuff, because we never relied on it before. We always had to take the toughest route with everything we did. We always had to do things just differently from everybody else. And most people have been too comfortable. They've been used to being a fan favorite. They're used to getting everything handed to them. They're used to having all of this tangible stuff. They're used to having the latest gadgets, iPhones, and video games. Like, they're already comfortable. Some of us were forced in a position to where we couldn't be comfortable. We couldn't be comfortable at all. We had to put in the work. We had to face our darkest times in a room alone to ourselves. Like, we didn't have all of this outside BS. So now you got people thinking that we have the advantage. They're looking at people like us, asking us, oh, how did you do this? Oh, you got all of this. Like, help me out. You ain't... It's like, what? And it's all because they got too comfortable. So you just stop feeling bad for people. Because 9 times out of 10, the same people that's asking you for help had it better than you. They have it better than you. They had the advantage over you. And it's nothing you can really do to help them. They have to save themselves. Everybody wants a shortcut. But with this path, there is no shortcut. You have to do the inner work. You have to go through them dark days. You have to go through them days where you're just putting in the work, not seeing anything. When everything around you is just crumbling. Everybody's looking at you like you're crazy. You don't have nothing to show for all the things you're doing. You got to take that humiliation and still continue to strive forward. Despite all the people coming against you, all the people talking down on you, like, you got to continue to overcome adversity day in and day out. Continue to plant the seeds. You're not going to know when things are going to happen for you. Like, we're doing all of this literally on the fly. Like, we didn't get no heads up about this type of lifestyle. Everybody is just programmed. We're literally doing all of this in real time, in the present moment. Just doing whatever we can to make a way out. And most people, they're already too programmed in its system. So there's nothing you could tell them. They would have to do all the inner work that you've been doing. There is no advice you can give. There is no pity party that you can give. None of that. Are you willing to give all of that stuff up that you have? Are you willing to sacrifice certain things? Are you willing to sell that game system that you don't even need? People aren't willing to make them sacrifices, and yet they want the greater reward at the end.